Earth-Grammie here. I've got some tips how we can reduce our waste so we can all be part of the solution and not the pollution. And today we're going to learn why we should leave the leaves on the ground. There are 5 tips for you, so stay tuned. I'll be right back.
Earth-Grammie. Earth-Grammie.
Isn't this a gorgeous time of the year with all the colorful leaves and how beautiful they are? And you know what I heard? If you catch a leaf before it hits the ground, it brings good luck. But guess what? This time of year, everybody is fighting about trying to rake the leaves and blow them away and get them off the ground. And what if I tell you, you don't have to do that, that it's better for the environment to leave the leaves on the ground? As falling leaves decompose, they act as natural fertilizer for the environment. And it's going to save you time and money because it's good for the soil and you won't have to spend lots of money buying fertilizer. It's good for your wallet, it's good for your back. Just leave the leaves and let them decompose. Leaving leaves like this is so good for the environment. You know why? First of all, it's a great shelter for little caterpillars that turn into butterflies and tree frogs, and it's a great place for squirrels to forage for food and look around. And you're doing a wonderful thing for your natural habitat for wild animals by leaving leaves in piles like this so they can find shelter and forage for food, and you're going to be helping the wildlife in your neighborhood. Leave the leaves by the roots of the trees. You know why? It insulates them, it protects them, especially in the winter when there's snowfall. And who doesn't like a nice, warm, insulating blanket to keep you warm during the winter? So move the leaves up to the roots and protect your trees. Fallen leaves hold in moisture and help trap rain and stormwater runoff from heading into local sewers. This runoff often picks up pollution left behind by cars, construction, pets, dumping, and can carry substances like oil, pesticides, bacteria, fertilizers, chemicals, or any other material you can imagine might fall on the ground. As these materials are carried through storm drains and are deposited into lakes, oceans, rivers, and other bodies of water, which can harm fish and wildlife and contribute to water contamination. Falling leaves can hold back much of that stormwater, which can also cause seasonal neighborhood flooding. When fallen leaves start to decay, they transform into another energy source, one that is absorbed by the soil and made available to trees through their roots. When leaves are sent to a landfill, the energy produced by this decay is wasted, and instead of being used to improve soil and tree health, this organic matter in landfills produces methane, a greenhouse gas which adds to the effects of global warming. Leaving the leaves keeps all that extra bulk out of our growing landfills, but if you do decide to discard your extra leaves, don't be a landfillian and make sure they go into your yard waste bin, not the trash. Of course, there are some situations where you may need to remove some or all of the fallen leaves in your yard. For example, if you have a thick layer of leaves that is smothering your grass, you may need to remove some of them. And you may also need to remove leaves from areas where they are creating a hazard, such as on sidewalks or driveways. Plus, it's always a good idea to keep them from clogging up storm drains. If you need to get rid of your leaves, you can pile them up around the base of your trees or move them over to areas not covered by leaf fall, like other spots in your yard and under bushes or veggie gardens. You can sprinkle them around the rest of the yard as mulch. And broken up leaves are great for that backyard compost bin. So remember that you will be part of the solution and not the pollution if you leave those leaves. We'd love to hear your suggestions and ideas for reducing the size of waste and helping improve the environment. So please write them in the comments section. And don't forget to subscribe. Mwah.
Earth-Grammie, Earth-Grammie.